When my wife passed away a little over 4 years ago, there's a plethora of emotions that you go through as a spouse. Mainly, it was relief because it was so stressful and exhausting and unbelievably difficult the last 4 or 5, 6 years of her life. And I document it in stories and things. There was that, and then there's also you miss the person. You don't miss the disease, but you miss the person that was no longer there and that had left years earlier. And there's also an element of, you're sad because the person's gone, but you're also a little bit angry because they left you. They essentially chose alcohol over you, and they left your son, and and she essentially left her whole side of the family. I mean, she had parents and siblings, and aunts, and nieces and nephews and aunts and uncles and cousins, and she really left everybody. And that just tells you how strong the pull of alcoholism is and the mental health side of it. There's no rationale to it. And you have to have an understanding as years go by. You can approach it differently. So I came to the conclusion that I really didn't have a desire to just walk away from what happened. And I realized that 25 years of experience and really having a psychology background, that I could help a lot of people. So I tell the stories in depth, and as ugly and as difficult as some of these stories are, they come from a very heartfelt position. And it's not from a position of judgment or anger or even frustration. At this point, it's from a heartfelt position to help other families who are going through this, and really to make other alcoholics understand what they do to their families, and maybe wake up a little bit. Maybe it'll help them and motivate them to get out of this web of alcohol use disorder. On that note, I think the vast majority of people are very supportive of what we do. Both alcoholics and families really identify with what I do, and they realize they're not alone. They're not going through this alone. The whole point of what I do is to expose these truths to help other people, because unless it's exposed, no one's going to talk about it, and nobody can heal from it, nobody can identify with it. And if you can use an application like TikTok to reach out to other people, well, there's nothing but good that's going to come from it. Now, there is an element of people who tend to be very judgmental, and they kind of answer with their own baggage in mind, and they're usually way off base. They don't really have any concept of what they're talking about. A lot of those I just block. I mean, there's a lot of just outrageous comments that have really nothing to do with what I'm doing or what I'm about. It has more to do with the person making the comment, and I realize that. But on that note, I'm also, I think the saddest thing is that my son, who's now 24 years old, going on 25, really never knew his mother. Other than an alcoholic. I mean, he was 19 when she passed away 4 years ago. And I think that's the saddest thing. He's very supportive in what I do. And he really wants to, help other people as well. But really kind of on the same page as I am, completely independent. He's helped me with a lot of, setting up the website. And we're both very excited to get her story out in her book that I've actually finished a couple years ago. And I've finally decided to bring it out. Now that we have a pretty good following, I'm going to bring it out this summer. And again, it's called Amanda, A Cautionary Tale of Alcoholism. It's an important story, and I hope it helps a lot of families and a lot of alcoholics, because all we can do is save one person at a time. And I appreciate the support and the followers. I go live almost every day. It's becoming a pretty big part of what I do in my day. Helping people is very fulfilling. And that's really why I'm here, and I hope that makes sense. And again, if you ready to get some help, if you want some individual help from me, click on the link above, schedule a breakthrough call. You can click on my black and white picture, takes you to the bio, and then hit the link tree. And again, also please like, share, and comment. And again, we have a Facebook group called Amanda, A Cautionary Tale of Alcoholism. We talk about alcoholic issues and really everything having to do with alcohol in the family. Again, thanks for listening.